Have you ever seen someone plug in at a campground and lose half their electronics before they even set up? Don't plug in yet. Test the pedestal first with a simple 3-light tester and adapter. I'll have a link below. If it's clean, let a real EMS, not just a surge guard, stand between your rig and bad power. Mine gives a clear, all good light before I connect. It shuts us down when the pedestal has a ground fault. That gentle breeze outside is how a $700 mistake starts. Wind picking up, awnings in every single time. One gust can snap an arm, cost hundreds in repairs, and leave you hauling a broken awning around for weeks. What's worse than running out of propane? Running it wide open while you drive. Click propane off before you drive. Open cylinders at fuel stops or tunnels can be illegal. And if something goes wrong, you're on the hook. DOT, Department of Transportation cylinders, usually need requalification around 12 years. ASME, ASME tanks on motorhomes still need regular inspection by a qualified tech. Your fridge doesn't care if you're parked. If you're not level, it's on borrowed time. Level first, then live. Absorption fridges can fault or even get damaged if you're way off level. Leveling also helps sinks and tanks drain properly. Google Maps doesn't know if you're 13 feet tall or 30,000 pounds. Don't trust car maps for RV routing. Use an RVer GPS with your exact specs and double check routes with an RV truck atlas or app. I'll have a link below. Your water system can blow out before you've even had your first coffee. Check your water pressure. Park pressure can spike well past your plumbing wants. Use an adjustable regulator and aim it around 45 to 55 PSI unless your manufacturer says otherwise. I'll have a link to one below. Smoke alarm with dead batteries is just wall decor. Keep smoke and CO2 alarms working and have more than one extinguisher. Kitchen, bedroom, cab, whatever. These are specific for trailer and fifth wheel. If your trailer ever breaks away, you have one shot to stop it. Test your breakaway switch. With the trailer unplugged, confirm the breakaway battery is charged, and always cross your safety chains to form a cradle. The only thing worse than a rolling RV is watching it happen in slow motion. Chock wheels before unhitching. Chocks reduce movement but aren't real chocks. Use solid wedges. Ever bent a stabilizer jack? That's what happens when you try to level it. Stabilizer jacks are for stability, not lifting. Level with blocks first, then snug the stabilizers. Your insurance adjuster knows your GVWR. Do you? Overloading isn't just bad for safety, it can void insurance after a crash. Respect the weight rating on your manufacturer's label. This is for all RVs and critical for towables. Your tires are lying to you. The number on the sidewall isn't what you think. Stop right here. Are you inflating to the number on the sidewall? That's a limit, not a target. Set cold PSI from your tire maker's load and inflation table using your actual weights. Heat is a silent killer of all RV tires, and speed is the trigger. Many ST trailer tires are engineered around 65 miles per hour unless the sidewall clearly shows a higher symbol. No marking, assume 65. Your $40 valve stem could be the difference between a warning and a blowout. External TPMS sensors can fatigue rubber stems. Use bolt-in metal stems, especially on higher pressure tires. One loose lug could cost you an axle. Retorque lugs at 50 to 100 miles after wheel service. And carry a torque wrench. I'll have a link to one below. You don't check your bearings for fun. You do it so your wheel stays on. Many trailers require repacks and inspections annually, or around 12,000 miles. 8 pounds a gallon. That's what your water weighs. Know where your tanks are. Full tanks behind the axle can reduce tongue weight and worsen sway. Quick tire reality check. Correct cold PSI from the load tables. ST speed rating re-inspected. Metal valve stems under a TPMS. Lugs retorqued. Bearings serviced. Do that and you've just avoided the top 5 highway failures. Now this is motorhome specific. Your motorhome's propane tank isn't forever. Inspect it before it's too late. Inspect ASME propane tanks regularly, even though they don't require DOT reef certification. Your basement bays can make or break your handling. Distribute heavy gear low and near the axles to keep the coach balanced. That wandering steering wheel, it might not be the wind. Check steering, suspension, air systems before long trips. This is RV General operation and maintenance for all types of rigs. Leave your black tank valve open and you'll build a mountain that you can't flush. It's also illegal. Keep it closed so liquids can break down solids. Then dump in, one go, and leave a few inches of water in the bottom. If your tank's already clogged, you don't need a plumber. You need patience. Use an enzymatic cleaner, plenty of water, and about 12 hours before dumping. That mystery odor in your RV isn't so mysterious. Check air admittance valves under the sinks and refill dry P-traps after dumping or driving. The fastest way to waste hundreds. Forget your gear and drive off. Do a full walk around before departure. Awnings in, steps up, doors latch, cord stowed, and tools picked up. I always put a towel or a rope or something around my steering wheel before I take off. If I see that on my steering wheel, that means I haven't done my checks. I haven't walked around. I haven't done anything. Be careful about that. More people leave stuff behind or leave a bay open or jacks undone or TV antennas up than you can imagine. Nodding off at the wheel isn't a badge of honor. It's a gamble. If you get drowsy, pull over for a 20 to 30 minute nap, then coffee. Avoid marathon days. 4 hours is a sweet spot. Your roof and slides don't leak until they do. Maintain roof sealant and slide seals before water intrusion happens. When your surge protector screams at you, listen. If your EMS or tester flags bad power, stop and find another pedestal or run an extension from a safe one. So let's play it forward. What's something you've learned the hard way? A mistake you'll never make again, or even something you once thought was silly, until you caught yourself doing it. Drop it in the comments so the next RVer can steer clear. We all get better when we share. If this video saved you a headache or a few $100, tap that thumbs up, hit the subscribe so you don't miss the next round of hard-won lessons. For more practical RV videos and tips, don't forget to click right over here. Until next time, safe travels and enjoy the journey.